That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got it as soon as he let go of it.
At the plate, Devin King. He hit a two-run jack in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he jumped all over a first-pitch fastball in that at-bat and just drove it right out of here. So let's see if he's aggressive early in the count once again.
Foul, that ball's foul.
Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. So a two-run shot to left center, his second of the game, as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Well, come on, guys. That's 3 home runs he's allowed in the first 3 innings of work, and I got to think that they've seen enough, haven't they? I just can't see him turn.
So stepping in, number 22, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Grounded to third. He's got it. One there.
Out.
On to first, and they get them both.
Boy, you know, you get the top 2 guys in your lineup on base, and now you're setting yourself up for the big boys to come in and do some damage. And then this happens. Now you need your cleanup hitter to pick you up and at least get that runner home from.
Devin King will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ibarra is in pursuit. And that's the first out of the inning.
And that's a big break for him right there. When you've already thrown 5 tough innings and you're looking at having to go right through the heart of the lineup, to get a first pitch out to start off the inning is certainly welcome.
Devin King is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the third inning.
Devin King.
Here comes the first pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And he's safe.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly. And that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
Jason Bourgeois steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. Over now, they'll apply the tag between second and third. It's a careless double play, and the inning is prematurely over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Bay Bears on top, 7-6. King steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Into the seats, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. This is hit well out toward deep left field. Shelton ranging back. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. his third home run of the ball game as they open up a 4-run lead.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Here it is. His third home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, well, he really drove the ball well in this one. Winds up finishing with 6 RBIs. I'd say that's a pretty good day's work.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Bay Bears win this one 10-7. So long, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game for the victorious.
Welcome back to the Minor League pregame show. I'm Matt Vasgersian, bringing you closer to Southern League play as we take a look at tonight's Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Devin King is our man to watch, and he had the long ball working in his last game. 3 home runs, really carrying his team on his back.
Yeah, we see it maybe a couple times a year, but when a guy gets 3 homers in a game, it's always worth talking about. He got some good pitches to hit, and he just flat out did not miss them. I mean, I've seen guys put fewer out in a home run derby round, so he's clearly got plenty of power in that swing of his, and who knows, maybe he'll put on another show in this one. I wouldn't put it past him.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show. It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the Southern League. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Mobile Bay Bears and the Jackson Generals. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He was a run-producing machine last month, driving in over 30 runs. He just kept coming through with runners in scoring position, and he found a variety of ways to get it done. That's doing what it takes to help your team win ball games.
Devin King will dig in for the first time now, and this coming on the heels of his 3-home run game yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, and I don't think that should surprise anybody because when you look at his last 10 games, he's been hitting over 500, so he's just adding to those numbers.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
Can you imagine waking up every morning, coming to the ballpark, knowing that you're going to get a base hit like he's feeling it right now?
Adolfo Arellano will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. 2 out with the man at first. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. EK, let's take a look at our homestanding 9 as they enter play here this evening. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
And it's been a little bit of a rocky start to the homestand. Just 1 win to show for their first 4 games. I think it starts with the pitching.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Coming to the plate now, Mike Baxter, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Devin King will stand in here with 2 on. And now, following the walk and the single, do you get the sense, EK, that they're getting to him just a bit?
Maybe a little. I wouldn't be too worried just yet. He's shown the ability to bounce back before, but it's also looking like he might not have his very best stuff.
First offering on its way. Swinging a fly ball right down the line in left. Ledford moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning. Jesus Sucre, the hitter now. 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error his first time up. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Underhanded flip. Throw to first is in time, so a good idea, but the bunt attempt doesn't pan out.
Center fielder.
Devin King will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 37 on the year. As they extend the lead a bit, it's now 3-1.
When you have a hitter down in the count like that, you got to bury him or at least get him to chase something out of the zone. That pitch is way too hittable, and he pays for it. Just an enormous mistake, and now he's so upset with himself.
Devin King will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. His second home run of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
And on the mound, when he got that second out, you had a feeling maybe he's going to work his way out of this. Well, think again. That's a worst outcome possible right there.
Stephen Ting will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. Oh, a diving stop to first. It's there, and he's out.
Oh, what a play. Well, that's highway robbery right there. Boy, if he doesn't knock this thing down, I don't think there's any chance the second baseman was going to be there in the hole. And not only does he make a great play, but he also hits his pitcher right in stride, which is not always as easy as it looks.
James Bowers will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And, Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least 1 across before the 9th.
Heading out towards shallow right. Navarro moves over, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. We've played 8 full. The Bay Bears lead it 7-5. Eric Sanchez will come on now to start the ninth inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth.
Sanchez.
Devin King will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Ledford racing back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
This is going to turn into one of those no harm, no foul situations out there on the mound. He serves out the base hit here, but that guy's thinking 2 all the way.
And a very good performance offensively for this bunch. But out of everyone, I think we should single out this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. Back here with our minor league pregame show, I'm Matt Vasgersian getting you ready for Double-A Southern League action tonight as we jump into our Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Devin King will be our subject as he enters this one having carried his team offensively last time out. He drove in a bunch of runs and really looked dialed in with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, that was one of those games he won't forget for some time to come. He was at the plate in some really important situations, and man, did he pull through. I'd say he kind of single-handedly changed the course of the game, and although that performance will be a tough one to match in this one, I know his manager and teammates are hoping he's got some more magic left in that bat.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chattanooga Lookouts and the Mobile Bay Bears. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. EK, any thoughts?
You know, I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in that 6th spot. He's having a really nice season with the bat, sporting a slugging percentage over 500, so there's a good chance he'll have some sort of impact offensively in this one.
Theodore Curry, a Vermont-born pitcher, gets the starting nod in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, his batting average against this year is under 250. He's really had his way with the offense.
Coming to the plate now, Michael Lorenz, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Right side, King is up with it, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, I'm excited to see if that man...
Now to the plate, Herbert Ivy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. No score here as we play inning number 2. Bounce to first. He's got it. And he is in there. At the plate, Devin King. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup and the pitch.
Devin King.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field. And this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 39 on the season for him. As they get one back, it's 3-1 now.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Devin King steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
That's scratch another run across right here.
Out in front of it, strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, his second of the game, and it's now 5-3.
Well, come on, guys. That's 3 home runs he's allowed in the first 3 innings of work, and I got to think that they've seen enough, haven't they? I just can't see him turning things around the way he's been getting lit up so far.
Again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
Garcia in foul ground. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
You certainly love a one-pitch pop-out in that spot. Yeah, that's like a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Sean Carver.
Brad Montoya will stand in. He flew out his last time up. The 0-1 on its way. Ground ball to second. This could be two. To second for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
The right fielder, number 7, Herbert Ivy.
Devin King will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. Looking to keep this a one-run game. Sends that one out of play for strike one. A 1 pitch on its way. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. In to score the runner from third. And a relay to the plate. And it's in time, and he's out at the plate, so one run's across, but the second one is cut down trying to score.
On the money.
And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Bay Bears win this one 6-4.
First for the victorious.
Welcome back to the Minor League Pregame Show. I'm Matt Vasgersian, bringing you closer to Southern League play as we take a look at tonight's Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Devin King will be our man to watch. Coming off a last game in which he was really outstanding in the clutch moments, collecting a whole bucket full of RBI, so he'll be looking to emulate that type of performance here again in this one.
Yeah, and you said it, Matt. He was clutch. And you know, some guys just have that uncanny ability to come through when it really matters. In baseball, it's usually when there are runners in scoring position, and he found himself up in that situation a number of times. It was pretty special to watch him out there, so I'm excited to see what he does to back it up.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on the show. The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Chattanooga Lookouts and the Mobile Bay Bears. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. His on-base percentage is over 400 the last 10 ball games. He's done an excellent job of finding ways to contribute, getting on base, and setting up the guys behind him for run-scoring opportunities.
Woody Verland is on the mound for Game 2. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, this year, his strikeout-to-walk ratio has been outstanding, so look for a lot of strikeouts here in this one.
Michael Lorenz gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Grounded to first. King over to his left, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So a fairly painless top of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Devin King gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. To short. Played on the backhand. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Devin King stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
First delivery to him on the way. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 41st home run of the year for him as they take the lead 4-1.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. So now obviously this pace won't last, but man, he is hitting everything in sight.
Alejandro Ramos stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Oh, and it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Well, that's just made to order right there. 2 hops to short, easy pivot, not a lot of heat at second base. That's just a pretty routine double play.
Devin King will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Line drive to left. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through.
Adolfo Arellano steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Boy. And in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Digging in and looking for more, Joaquin Arias. He singled his last time up. 6th inning, 4-1 is our score. Line toward the alley in left center, and that'll get down for a base hit. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. Alejandro Ramos will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Grounded up the first baseline. King scoops it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Bay Bears on top 4-2. Devin King is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning.
Devin King.
First offering on its way. Swung on and hit in the air to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
This guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy, he's not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ball games, and he's doing the job here.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. The Bay Bears win this one 4-2.
For the victorious
Good night, everybody.
4 runs on 8 hits.